All right, so from Smallville and other things, how did you take what you learned from there and applied it to this as director?
You know, I got to direct an episode of Smallville, and you think, oh my God, this isn't too hard, because you have a crew that's already knows exactly what they're doing, a whole production team, a structure, a studio, a budget. You're like, I could do this.
The stupidest thing to think.
I know, and then you're like, I'm gonna do a movie. And then you have no budget, and then everybody's multitasking, and then half your crew's from Indiana are going, what? And it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And it starts out with just, casting, getting the money, and hoping it doesn't fall out in an independent movie, and somehow it stayed. And it wasn't much money, because these guys didn't get paid a ton of money, but it was a passion project. You got what?
I didn't get paid yet.
I paid you. I got you 3 Egg McMuffins this morning with ham.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, somehow I got everybody to come out in the middle of pilot season to Indiana, and just, it was a dream. It was surreal, but it came to fruition somehow. It was an amazing experience.
Cool, and so there's a lot of 80s music in here.
Oh, yeah.
Between all the 80s hits, there's a ton of them. How did you narrow it down to decide which 80s songs you're gonna play?
OMD was always in there. I touch you once.
Touch you twice.
I won't let go.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice was the wide receiver for the 49ers. Anyway, so yeah, you got that. Yeah, I actually I know Russell Hitchcock from Air Supply. Anybody know him out there? So he gave me a song for reasonable price. That song, "Lost in Love," and I don't know. And Richard Marx gave me a free song, "Endless Summer Nights."
He's in the movie, right?
He was.
You got hooked up.
He got cut. I had to cut that scene.
Did
Sorry,
you
I
really?
didn't
Yeah,
know
I
that.
swear, I was so bummed because Richard Marx, but it was just like one of those non sequiturs. It just didn't fit. It was like, and Richard Marx. And what is he? What scene?
Is he slow jerking? Cut away.
And on that note, so what's your guys' favorite 80s song? If you could choose one, just
Oh,
one.
that's too hard.
It's not that hard.
Um,
Go ahead now. 80s, best 80s songs right now.
Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone.
Dancing with Roseanne Barr.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Breakfast Club song I think is my favorite song.
What's your
a good
song?
one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Madonna with Papa Don't Preach.
Papa Don't Preach.
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to go with Break It Down Again.
Oh, that's good.
No more. You know that song, Tears for Fears? Though these are my bones.
That's your favorite 80s song?
One of
Out
them. I had to
all-
just think.
What's the first? That's it?
So hard. There's so many.
I love the 80s. I'm lost in the 80s. There's a
What
lot of
about
80s. Take
Me.
out to the ball game.
Gay bars. That one. Gay bars.
I don't know that one. I know In Cars.
Oh,
It
no.
was In Cars.
Oh, I
It's
thought
not
it was-
gay. Bars.
Oh, I thought I got it wrong.
It's all right. You came close. They rhyme.
All right, we're still gonna stay on the 80s train here.
Please, let's do it.
Video games in the 80s, that's when they were kind of like really popular, blowing up, exploding.
Yep.
Favorite video game memory? Favorite video game?
Favorite video game? I used to go to the donut bank after school or before school every day, and I'd spend my lunch money on Donkey Kong and Pac-Man, and I knew the whole pattern to Pac-Man, and I just whizzed through the apple stage into the pear stage back, Galaga, I have the actual machine at my house. I could beat it.
I beat Galaga too. That was the highlight of my life.
Right?
Yeah. A lot of.
That was one of the first colored video games, wasn't it? For the
Racist.
arcades? I think so. Hey, sorry.
Was it really?
Really?
For like
I'm
the arcade
colorblind,
ones, it's
actually.
one of the.
But Galaga was, I loved it. What's your favorite?
My favorite 80s is actually Galaga. I'm not very good at it, but it's my favorite.
Galaga's fantastic. What about you?
I'm a Nintendo kid. So
Are you
like,
saying that you're too cool for the 80s?